almost lost my life. All right, so for the story purposes, I'm going to not be saying real names but using aliases for these two people involved in the story. My ex, who is, we're going to call him 40 for the story purposes, and the guy that I was with, we're going to call him Zoe. So boom. Me and 40 have been dealing with each other for years. On and off, toxic, everything that you could think of. We done been through everything. Everything. I was just at the point where I was just tired. Like, I was just tired of going through the same thing over and over and over again. So I literally told him, I'm done with him. I'm done and I'm good. And I really meant it. I was standing on business. So I went to work one night and Zoe hit me on Instagram. And I know Zoe from many, many years ago. We actually dated before. So we already kind of had a rapport with each other. So one night I'm at work, Zoe hit me on Instagram, like, come to the studio, I'm recording, let's hang out, let's catch up and everything like that. I'm newly single, I'm outside, I don't care. So I pull up to the studio because that's the vibe. Mind you, Zoe has always been a good guy in my book. Like, I can't even tell a story about a time where he literally saved me from getting jumped. So, like, we never, in our relationship, didn't end on a bad note. So, I still, even though it had been years, I still felt like we were good. Like, I felt like I can trust him, which was a mistake. So, that night, I go to the studio, and he ends up coming home with me. I went to the studio at probably like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. By the time we got to my house, it probably was like 5, almost 6 o'clock in the morning, you know? So I don't know if 40 called me this night or not. If he did, I did not answer or whatever like that. So, yeah, we went back to my house. Everything was cool. We didn't do anything. Like, we just went to sleep. We talked, went to sleep, and it was just like nothing. Nothing happened. The next day, we wake up and we go to Chipotle to go get some food. So we drive my car to Chipotle. And then, okay, so when I'm coming back from Chipotle, I'm pulling into my neighborhood. And I see, as soon as I pull in my neighborhood, I see 40 car parked by the mailbox. Okay, so where my house was, you had to come in the gate and go and make a right and go down. And my house was down there. But when you come in the gate and you go left, like, in view of the gate is the mailboxes where you can just pull up, go check your mailbox, get in your car, go to your apartment. So that's how it was. And he was parked right in front of the mailbox. Before I even got my car all the way into the gate, I saw his car and I immediately made a U-turn. It's where shit got crazy. I bust a U-turn to leave back out of the neighborhood before I even entered into the neighborhood. You know how before there's a gate, there's like a way that you can make a U-turn, so just in case you can't get into the gate? Right, so I made that U-turn. And when I made that U-turn, I stepped on the gas. And when I stepped on that gas and I looked in my rearview mirror, 40 is on my ass. I can look back and laugh at this now, but I was literally shitting bricks. Bro, I was so stressed. Mind you, Zoe's in a car. He's laid back in the seat, and he's talking on the phone with his homeboy. So I didn't want to alarm him. I didn't tell him nothing. I didn't say anything. I just didn't go home. And he was looking kind of weird, but he really didn't say nothing because, again, like I said, he was on the phone. So I start driving really fast, and I'm panicking. I just start panicking. I'm like, fuck. I'm driving. Like, he starts to peep, like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you driving like that? Why are you acting like that? I don't say anything because I forgot to mention, Zoe got a blicky on him, and he's not scared to use. He's not. First of all, he's physically intimidating. He's a big, black, buff nigga. Like, and he's not scared of nothing. So I didn't want to alarm him to the situation because I thought I could just drive away, get away from him, and everything would be okay. I thought wrong. When I'm driving, I'm looking in my rear view. I could see him getting closer and closer. And then I come up to a red light and I have to stop. I don't have a choice but to stop. I literally stop my car at the red light, look in the rear view, and I see 40 getting out of the car and trying to come to my car. I ran the fucking red light. Part 2. So after I ran the red light, right? Zoe hangs up the phone from his homeboy because now he's like, what is going on? At this point, he has sat up. So he's sitting up in a chair now. And he's like, what is going on? Like, is somebody following us? Now he's looking back. And I guess at this time, 40 actually notices that there is somebody else in the car. Well, I actually noticed to be a fact because we talked about a situation way after it happened. He said at first he did not see anybody in the car, which is believable because Zoe was laying back, like I said. And once I ran the red light, then he sat up. And I guess that's when 40 seen that I was actually in the car with somebody. And that just took the nigga from 100, from 10 to 100. Like, mind you, it's heavy traffic outside at this time. So when I run the light, I make a right to turn onto a 3-lane main road, right? So when I turn on that street, there is traffic, there's congestion. So I'm literally pretty much stuck in traffic, and this man 40 pulls up in the lane next to me, and he is just screaming. I can't even tell you exactly what he was saying. He just, be this and you, I can't believe you, da 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 da, like going crazy outside the car. He literally stopped his car in traffic, got out of his car, approached my window, and was screaming. And when I didn't let the window down, he started to punch the window. He is punching my driver window so hard. I'm literally thinking like, oh my God, this man is about to bust this window. And Zoe is in the car telling me like, if he break the window, I'm going to shoot. My heart, y'all don't understand. Like, I'm telling the story now, and it seems like there was a lot of time. This is happening within literally seconds. Zoe could see from the look on my face that I did not want him to blow it. I did not want him to do that. Like, I did not. Even though 40 was in the wrong, in my opinion, I still had some level of care for him. And at the end of the day, I didn't want to be with him, but I did not want him to be, especially in front of me, especially because of my actions. I did not want that. So I'm literally telling Zoe, like, please, let's just drive off. Like, do not do that right now. Meanwhile, 40 is literally, after he punches the window a few times, he actually fractured his hand and the window did not break. So he got back in his car because at that moment, at some point, I was able, like, the congestion, the traffic started to move. So I started to pull off. He had to run and get back in his car. When he ran and got back in his car, he started hurling things from his car, hitting my car. I could literally go outside right now. I'm going to go show y'all the dents that's on my car. Hold on. So you can see, like, this is where he hit the door at right here. And then, like, these little scratches that's on that. So at this point, I'm taking off. I'm zipping and zooming all through the streets, like, literally driving like a crazy person. Obviously, because I'm being chased. This is a high-speed chase. This is a real high-speed chase. So Zoe is getting increasingly more mad because this man is literally bumping the back of my car. It's a point where I got to another red light and he literally was pushing my car, like hitting it and pushing it forward, trying to make me crash into the car in front of me. Luckily, I just like squeezed on the side of that car on the, I don't know what you call that. Like, it's not actually a lane. It's just like, my heart was literally pounding out of my chest. Literally, he's calling. 40 is calling the phone, calling the phone while we were on this high speed chase. So Zoe's like, just answer the phone. Answer the phone for the nigga. Answer the phone. So I answer the phone, and it's just eat this, da 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 da. She was just with me, and da da da. Then he started trying to tell Zoe basically like, oh, she was just with me. She's this, she da da da. Like nothing you're gonna say is gonna make the man not want to talk to me. We actually end up staying. Me and Zoe actually end up staying together for 6 months after this. And then after those 6 months, I got back with 40 again. But back to the story. So, all right, part 3. We on this high speed chase, right? And I'm literally just trying to make it to the highway. I don't care about anything. I'm just trying to make it to the highway. So I come up to another red light. The fucking red light. I come up to the red light and literally all I see is the person in the car next to me look back and their eyes is like, and I'm like, oh, it's this man. This man got out his car. I just hear rumbling and tumbling in the back of my car. I'm thinking that he is like kicking or destroying the back of the car. Like I literally don't know. I'm just like in a total panic. Come to find out, this man is ripping my license plate with his bare hands, ripping my license plate off the damn screws. You can literally see the handprints, the fingerprints from where he was ripping it off the car. You see the screws in there? You can see the screws right there. Like they're just ripped out. I'm gagged. Like he takes the license plate and drive off. This whole time, Zoe is livid that I didn't let him get out the car. Like, it's like a whole big thing. And I'm just upset because I never even got to eat my Chipotle. Like, this whole time, the Chipotle is just in the car. Like, I'm literally just pissed. I go back to my house. I wake up the next morning, and my tires are slashed. After I got my tires fixed, this man flattened them 2 more times. So a total of 3 times while I was with Zoe.